Hello, world. Welcome back to Golf Subpar with Colt Knost and Drew Stoltz. If you're watching on video, no, I'm not in my closet. I'm actually at Seminole Golf Club getting ready for the pro member here. Sleaze, what a special event this is. I don't know if you've ever had the chance to play here or in this event, but let me read you off a couple of the names teeing it up today here at Seminole. We got Adam Scott, Patrick Cantlay, Roy McIlroy, Ricky Fowler, Johnny Vegas, Max Homa, Sung J.M., John Rahm, Big Beautiful Harry Higgs, Tony Finau, Justin Thomas, Shane Lowry, Xander Schauffele, and me.
And you.
What a group
It
of
all
guys
makes
we got
sense.
here.
It all makes sense. Yeah, that's a hell of a field. I saw that down there. God, I mean, world golf ranking points, something.
It's crazy.
You got to be the betting favorite, I would think, at least for a top five.
Well, my name is on the board here in the locker room. We won back in 2011, me and my partner Christy Flanagan. So I make sure to remind all those guys about that. Don't
Yep.
sleep on me. I can handle it. I'm teeing off later on today, at 110. My partner is a gentleman by the name of Herb May, and we are playing alongside my long lost father, Jason Gore.
Oh wow, it'd be easy to mix up the group there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, good
Gore,
plug, Cole. I'm actually
sure.
Jason. Oh yeah, that's right.
But
We'll
man,
figure it out.
Such a special event. I mean, Mondays is a busy day for all the tour guys, but the fact they take time out of their day to come play here, it's really cool. You get this invite, you do not turn it down.
Yep, that's a pretty sweet one. That is a very, very sweet one. You have a good time down there. Gonna need scoreboard update. And some of those dudes, not a ton of them, but fresh off the heels of that Honda. What'd you think about that? I mean, we've had a couple designated events back to back. It didn't quite have the field, quite have the money, but damn, pretty good drama to end that thing.
I mean, and the champion was first off this morning, 7:25 a.m. Chris Kirk. It's been almost 8 years since his last win. Gone through so much. Obviously, he's sober now. Played what a finish. I mean, looked like it was in total control. Then it just blocks that 3-wood on 18, misses covering by a foot. Goes to a playoff with Eric Cole, who I have not yet met, but I've heard he's just a mini tour legend. I know you're a big fan of those guys. And that's what I love about these events. You get to see guys like that you might not know. And, I was telling our man Taylor Zarza from SiriusXM earlier, like, this is the reason going forward, the designated events got to stay with at least, a field of 100, 120 with a cut, because you get stories like the Eric Cole going up against these superstars. And I think people love watching that stuff.
I did not know anything about Eric Cole going into the week, I will admit. Watching him play, dude, that thing's clean. You can see why he's won a shitload of mini tour events down in Florida and things like that. Rookie on the PGA Tour. This is kind of like, we had two designated events in a row, right? You get two monster winners in Phoenix and Riv. Now you come to this one, doesn't get as much hype. That was an awesome finish. I mean, I don't think you could have scripted that much better. They seem to get a playoff at the Honda every year. And then this is kind of what the tour is going to be. It's like, you're going to have your designated events, all your big name guys. They're non-designated. It'll be some names you don't know, but you're going to get like some life-changing stories. I mean, Eric Cole wins that event, that changes his life, period. And he's still got chances to do it going forward, but it's kind of the big boy show. And then the guys trying to get there. And there's going to be some you're going to learn some new names. There's going to be some great finishes in the non-designated on the way up.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, people are going to, hate on the field. All the live people were hating on the field here this week. But I don't know if you saw Saturday's live telecast drew a little 0.2 rating, which for those of you at home that don't know, that's not good. I was texting with our CBS guys, and I told Nablo, I said, whenever your rating is lower than Frank's blood alcohol content or blood alcohol level,
BAC,
it's not a good thing. Yeah. And he said, well, if it ever gets to yours, they'll be breaking they'll have record numbers.
We're gonna need the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl in here.
But listen, I mean, we're gonna have 17 designated events. I mean, so not every single week is going to be a star-studded field, but you appreciate it. Like you said, that could have changed Eric Cole's life. It still did. He made over $900,000.
He made more than he's made in like his last 76 total events or whatever it was combined on PGA Tour, Corn Ferry Tour, Mini Tour, everything. So, and by the way, how about this from Chris Kirk? This deserves a tip of the cap. We talk about the designated events. Everybody wants in them. Colt, $20 million, biggest purses we've ever played for in golf. It's a mad scramble to get in those. Chris Kirk was in last week at Riv and decided, no, you know what? I've never really played well at Riv, and I think I have a better chance of winning at the Honda. So I'm going to take the week off, skip Riv, skip the $20 million one, come back home, or go back to Florida and play the Honda instead the following week. And that takes some balls to do with how much guys are like wanting to be in these designated events. To be in and skip it and say, nah, I'd rather play Honda. That's some chess moves there from Chris Kirk that actually worked out. So tip of the cap to him on that.
It's kind of the opposite of our man Kashmir Keith, who was planning on doing the same thing, skipping Riv to play Honda because he had won here. He had never played good at Riv, decided to go the other way, which worked out really well.
Actually worked out pretty good. Everyone's getting rich now.
But that's what I was like, how are you going to skip a $20 million purse? He goes, well, you know how much of that $20 million you get if you go home on Friday? I was like, okay, good point. And you get the same amount of FedEx Cup points.
Yep. The FedEx Cup points thing that makes total sense with the money-wise. It takes some balls to be like, I'll skip that, and I'll play down here. But it worked out for both those guys, actually. Georgia Bulldogs make some smart kids.
But congrats to Chris Kirk, his 5th PGA Tour win. I forgot to tell you about one group. The last group in the morning wave at Seminole in this pro member, David Novak, who is the club champion at Shinnecock, 70 years old, and just won the club championship there. Took down everybody. Playing alongside world number 1 John Rahm. The other two in that group, Tony Finau and Tom Brady.
Saw that. That's good group.
Not too bad.
Good group there. Tom, I'm sure Tony will give him some career advice. Tom didn't just go on a darkness retreat, though, so he's still in the light right now.
I saw him. He looks like he's still working out. He's in rather good shape. He's going to be just fine. On Sunday, I know they had a little match, himself and Rory McIlroy against Max Homa and Jimmy Dunn, and rumor has it, once again, Tom Brady was the winner.
Hard to believe.
Hard to believe.
Common theme.
Keep your chin up, Tom. Things will turn around for you, bud.
Yeah. You'll be just fine, bud. Hang in there.
Well, let's talk about our guest this week. This is a fun one. We've got just a good old country boy, center for the Minnesota Vikings, Garrett Bradbury, joining us.
Yeah, GB, he's awesome, man. So he's a big time golfer, loves it. Got to know him the year before last, in the Phoenix Open. Comes out here with a big group of guys, caddies for Thielen in the Celebrity Pro-Am. Loves to get after it, crazy dance moves, and just is one of the guys like, that's the dude you want to hang out with on or off the course. We had a hell of a time, and it was fun to sit down and kind of hear his journey to the NFL, because it wasn't just a straight line shot like a lot of the guys.
All right, well, before we get to Garrett Bradbury, I want to tell you a little bit about Destination Kohler sleeves, because Destination Kohler is a great partner of Golf.com and the Subpar podcast. You and I were fortunate enough to go up there for the Ryder Cup last year. This whole place includes the American Club Resort Hotel. It's got 4 world-class 18-hole championship golf courses, just an hour north of Milwaukee and 2.5 hours north of Chicago. But you got Whistling Straits, you got Black Wolf Run, crazy good golf courses. Like I said, you and I were up there for the Ryder Cup. That place was unbelievable. It feels like you're in Ireland.
It really does. If you just helicoptered in there blindfolded and they dropped you off, you'd be like, this isn't the United States. And they got some unbelievable. It's not just Whistling Straits that get, that one gets most of the attention. But damn, there's a lot of good ones up there.
Yeah, Black Wolf Run is all you want. But there's a couple packages available. The Champions Trail Golf Package includes 2-night accommodations, 3 18-hole rounds per person, a round on the Bath Short Course, golf cart, and caddy fees. Gratuities are not included, though. A 30-minute golf lesson, and more. Visit www.destinationkohler.com/golf for more details. There's also the To Die For golf package. Includes 3-night accommodations, 4 18-hole rounds per person, a round on the Bath Short Course, golf cart, and caddy fees. Once again, gratuities are not included. A 30-minute golf lesson, and more. And again, visit destinationkohler.com/golf for more details. All right, here's Garrett Bradbury on Golf Subpar.
Okay, folks, we got a cool-ass dude with us here today. He's the starting center for the Minnesota Vikings, former Remington Trophy winner, I might add, at NC State, and not to mention, unbelievable all-time dancer. Garrett Bradbury in the house. Good to have you, big fella.
Appreciate you guys having me. The dancer part, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, dude.
Better dancer or golfer?
Dancer. I'll take dancer.
Chain smokers.
Hopefully golf soon.
Bird's nest. That's where it was.
I
in
was
full
there.
effect. Are you a big
I was there with him.
Chainsmokers guy? Yeah,
I was that night.
Yeah,
I thought that
I
was your-
just wondering if you were
yeah.
just vibing because like that's who was there. I was like,
Yeah.
is this your band?
I mean, last year, same as Kygo on
Oh, yeah, we
Saturday.
shut her down.
Didn't know a whole lot of Kygo, and then, all right, I'm a big Kygo fan now.
I thought Sleeves was all of a sudden famous and you were his bodyguard. I didn't realize that was you.
Yeah.
He doubles.
Yeah, part-time.
Yeah,
A lot of dudes mess with him.
a lot of. Yeah, we
Got to
don't
keep him off of him.
Yeah.
exactly.
Popular
So
guy.
good
are you
dude to
just
have with
like EDM or you like country or what else you like?
Kind of everything. Depends on where I'm at.
What's in the headphones before a game?
Yeah.
We don't listen to music. We kind of just joke around as linemen. You know, I did like some AC/DC. I brought like a little speaker as a rookie. They all wanted me to play some AC/DC. But linemen, we're not try not to take it that serious. Like we're just kind of together hanging out. Like a lot of guys headphones on, locked in, punching things, and we're just kind of like, all right, here we go.
Yeah.
Doing this again.
Couple big old fellas getting after it.
Just bunch of pals just hanging out.
I want to before we get into the rookie year, I want to know about. I'm always curious about draft day.
Yeah.
What's it like? Because obviously you get picked in the first round.
Yeah.
Which congratulations, that's awesome.
Appreciate it.
Tell me what that day was like for you. Did you expect to be in the first round?
So I had a feeling that I might go in the first round, but you never know. I mean, there's always stories of guys falling, and I didn't get invited to the draft to go. It was in Nashville that year, and I probably, if I was invited, probably would have gone because it's Nashville.
Good call.
And so, all right, didn't get invited. Don't get your hopes up too much. I had like my high school coach, like 8 of my high school boys over. My parents are on a lake outside of Charlotte. And so I just had like 10, 15 people over, and then got the call. And it was just like, all right, here we go. It didn't really seem real until I was flying to Minnesota, hungover at 6 a.m. the next day.
It's worth it.
So it was all worth it. It
Good
was all
time for a
worth it.
physical.
Now-
Yeah, just perfect time to
Now, your
answer
first round-
questions. And,
Yeah, your first round pick, center. Do they send the jet?
Oh, no jet.
Oh,
I was first
come
class.
on.
First rounder should get the jet.
First round.
Dude,
Vikings.
this
what do
ain't
you-
Mr. Irrelevant. This is our 18th
Listen,
overall, bro.
If Jerry Jones drafted you for the Cowboys, you'd have been on the jet.
Send the smoker.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect, so I had no expectations. That would have been nice, but I was first class, so that was great.
You should, is there another option?
Yeah.
You don't
Exit
strike
row,
me as a
maybe.
B guy.
Yeah,
Seat B.
Yeah. So no private jet, unfortunately.
God, come on,
That would have been
Vikes.
sweet.
Step it up a little bit.
That would have been sweet.
Did you go earlier than you expect? Because first round guys, I feel like the guys they know they invite, but then you always run the weird shit happens on draft, and you're gonna get the Brady Quinn situation where it's like, here's the last dude, and we're way into this thing, and he's miserable.
That's probably as high as I thought I could possibly go. So it all worked out great, but you have those meetings at the combine, you have interviews at the Senior Bowl with these teams, and you never really know what they're thinking. But I mean, Minnesota liked me, and it worked out.
So you go from being obviously the star at NC State, you go to Minnesota, with like first mini camp where you're just like, oh boy, this is a different level.
Yeah, so our starting nose tackle at the time was Linval Joseph. He's a large human being.
What are we talking?
I don't know.
Nose tackle's not small, but
No, I don't know.
320?
No, more.
Bigger?
Higher.
40?
People say he blocks out the sun kind of thing.
Okay, the eclipse.
And so he was hurt during OTAs. And then he comes back halfway through training camp, and I'm like, this is the NFL. This is the NFL. This guy is different. So that was a great welcome to the NFL experience for me. That's the thing with the NFL. It's like every week. You know, in college, you kind of have some cupcakes. You have games that like you don't really have to get up for this. We play like Clemson once a year, a few good teams a year. In the NFL, it's week in, week out. Like they're in the NFL for a reason. Every player, and so there's a lot of those moments.
That's what everybody jokes around. They're like, how good Georgia was this past year, and everybody's like, what would they be like against like Houston, who was the worst team? And like the Houston Texans would beat Georgia by 50.
Houston's every best dude from Georgia.
Yes.
Every best. I had those same arguments
know.
in college.
People
and,
love that.
and like didn't really understand, but now that you're in the NFL, you understand. It's a different game. Like every position,
Like
it's
the
different.
Browns versus Alabama. Like that's the one that used to get brought up
All
Like,
the time.
dude,
All the time.
Browns are the best dudes from Alabama.
Yeah.
All of them. Let's bring it back a little since we're going to talk about football first, then we'll get to some golf. Out of high school, you're tight end.
Yeah.
You come in NC State, you're going to play tight end. When did you just show up one day? Because I've heard this at TCU from some other guys. I showed up, I wore 81 in high school. I show up in my locker and there's 56. You were 65, but like, when do they tell you ain't a tight end anymore?
It was kind of a roller coaster. Unfortunately, I was number 38 as a tight end.
That's
probably a
sexy number.
It's a bad start. It's a bad start. Not a lot of 38s out there.
Not a lot.
So I have shoulder surgery like during training camp of that first year, and then put on some weight, was eating a lot, drinking a lot, just not great. And so then at the end of the year, the coach was like, hey, you want to move to D-line? You played in high school. So I was like, sure, whatever. Like, I just want to play. So I got number 91, so second number.
Better.
And then after about 8 or 9 months, the head coach, Dave Doran, was like, we're going to move you to O-line. Like, we're not going to – you don't really have a choice. He'd kind of been asking me, and I was like, no, I don't want to play O-line. And then he made me. So switched to guard and played a year at guard as a backup, and then a year at guard as a starter. And then I was like, all right, football's not going to work out. Like, it's been fun. Got an internship. Hated it.
Oh, hold on. I don't even know what this is.
Yeah.
What was the internship?
Yeah.
What were we doing?
I was in procurement at Lenovo.
I don't
computer
know what
company.
that
I
means.
don't know what procurement is.
What are you procuring?
Purchasing, I think. I remember.
Good. None of us know what your internship was.
Yeah.
That's a wide net.
That's the extent of the conversation I can talk to you about that.
Okay, cool. Good
So I was
job.
basically left that summer. NFL's not in sights whatsoever. Looking at the real world, and finished that summer. I was like, I either need to play or coach football. Like, I got to be around like-minded people, like I have been in sports my whole life. So then my fourth year in college, played at center and had a good year. Like, NFL maybe, definitely got to come back another year, and had a great fifth year. So kind of went through the roller coaster of.
That's wild. So only 2 years at center. You went you won the Remington, best center in the country, and you went. I read 900 plus snaps without allowing a sack.
Yeah, I don't know where these.
So it just
stats
came like
sometimes
center
come
just
from.
comes natural.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a big switch from when you're juggling all around the line.
Yeah, no, I love the position. There's a lot more like pre-snap, like mentally that you kind of have to process, and that's kind of the fun part of it for me, getting everyone on the same page and stuff like that.
You know, everybody says, like, obviously the left tackle is the money maker because they're protecting the quarterback's blind side. Is the center the most important position on the O-line?
I mean,
Or on the field. Are you the most
on the
important player on the
field,
field?
on the team,
Yes.
on the team. I don't know.
Kirk gets a lot of hype, but I feel like you're the guy that makes it go.
Yeah, Kirk does a lot. Kirk does a whole lot.
Apparently he does a lot of sit-ups. When he took his shirt off, I was blown away.
Kind of shredded,
Oh yeah, we
right?
actually talked about that. I was like, dude, did you know Kirk was sneaky
Yeah,
kind of shredded.
Kinda?
sneaky shredded though? You would never like Brady Quinn or some of these
Right,
dudes.
right.
Like, yeah, he was not a guy.
Yeah,
I
no.
thought.
So he does a lot, first of all, and then on the O line, everyone just is different. Like, a right tackle is making $20 million a year. Right and left, there's not a huge differential anymore. They got to handle some freaks, like some aliens out there that centers can't do. Like, I can't slide
You
up
got
the
the
left
nose
tackle
tackles
and do
though.
that.
You got the nose guards.
Yeah, some big guys.
Who deals with Aaron Donald?
like Vince Wilfork coming.
Guards and centers, kind of.
Yeah,
but
he's got to be fun to go up against.
yeah, he's the best player I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, we played him once.
Who's the dude from the Giants that's so nasty? Right in the middle.
Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah, Lawrence. Thank you.
Another guy that just
He's a
blocks out the sun.
freak. He's
Blocks out the
enormous,
sun.
but runs like
want-
Usain Bolt.
I know we're kind of all over the place. I want to go to
I
Aaron
like it,
Donald,
though.
though, because, I mean, everyone just says how big of a freak he is.
Yeah.
Like, is it just speed, strength, everything?
So a lot of D linemen will see what the O lineman's doing and then beat you that way. Kind of take what you're doing against you. He doesn't care. He can beat you. You can be like, hey, I'm gonna shut. He's gonna want to beat me in the B gap. I'm gonna shut off the B gap. Somehow he wins in the B gap. Like, it's just like he has a plan. He's so quick and so strong. He can beat you any different way. He's a problem.
When they did the Hard Knocks with them, they showed him going through, like, the ladder drill. And I'm like, that's
not the same species.
a big dude
Yeah.
that does that. I'm like,
Yeah,
holy
he's-
shit.
He probably couldn't do the stack system.
Could not.
Probably can't swing it fast.
I
at
don't
all.
think. Yeah, y'all probably swing harder.
We
than
probably
him
hit
on a
bombs
golf
past
course.
Aaron Donald.
Deal with that, Aaron.
Yeah.
Question for you: when you're moving all around at NC State and you're going from you're tight end initially, then at different places on the line. You showed up at what at NC State? 230,
240.
All right,
Yeah.
so yeah, and then you come out. What are you 305 when you
Yeah.
came in the league? So
Yeah.
there's 60 minimum pounds.
Yeah.
How do you do that? That's not like, hey, switch to center. Okay, I'll just add a quick 60.
So a lot of it was kind of bad weight my first year, and that's kind of why they moved me.
Kind of fun though.
Yeah, it was fun. It was kind of eat whatever you want and drink whatever you want kind of thing. And then as the years went on, it was a lot of like weight training and getting dialed with like nutrition and supplements. It's still a grind. Like there's some guys in the NFL, O-linemen, that just naturally are big and they probably have to lose weight. But then there's a lot of guys that are just like, I can't skip a meal. Like every meal I have to have snacks and protein shakes. And
Just to keep it.
Yeah, just to keep it.
Because you see, like Schlereth or something, like you see him
Yeah.
playing, and then now you're, on TV, and you're like, dude, oh my God.
Yeah. So after football, that'll be good because I can probably drop 30 pounds in a month.
Yeah.
But, it's definitely a grind. That's part of people.
Kind of fun.
Jeff
kind of
Saturday was one of those.
Saturday, yeah.
Who's the guy that played for the Browns forever? Joe
Thomas.
Yeah. I mean, he's like
Shredded
now.
Yeah, shredded.
Yeah, some of those old linemen just sneaky the same way Cousins was. You're like, damn, like that's muscle. That ain't just a big ass dude.
So it could be me one day. I don't know.
You could be. Are you shredded?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
So
I
no.
am just under.
Underneath.
Yeah.
Give me like an in-season, like typical day of meals.
So breakfast, it's a lot of eggs.
But we need numbers here.
How many eggs?
Probably like 4 or 5 egg omelet.
Health.
With a bunch of potatoes, and you kind of walk in, and our nutritionists do a great job. They have protein shakes for you, like custom shakes with all your supplements and everything in that. But then we have this snack at like 10 a.m. and it's like skirt steak and chicken and rice. It's like
Little
it's like a whole nother meal.
snack.
It's a whole nother meal that's just like outside of the meeting rooms, and then you got lunch, and then lunch. Probably grab a turkey sandwich or 2, but then there's always like a hot bar with Asian chicken, and I try and eat clean. Like the first half of the season, I'm like kind of on top of a diet, eating clean. By the end of the season, you're like, I just need calories. Like, give me a pizza, give me whatever.
There's
like,
a dude like you that's got to like work to stay.
Yeah.
Like that's not your natural like frame. Like I
No,
feel like you're
not
just
at all.
constantly
Not
eating.
at all. A lot of ice cream towards the end of the year, just late night, every night.
Sounds incredible.
line sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It has its benefits, but we also our joints feel a little bit worse than
Yeah,
like
you guys get the
Thielens
shit
and-
kicked out of you.
It's different.
What's as an O lineman every year, your quarterback, he's got to do something for you.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see all the things. It's been
Yeah.
Rolexes, scooters, whatever.
Yeah.
What'd Kirk get y'all this year?
He got us a Best Buy gift card.
We're gonna have to edit this. It's gonna ruin Kirk.
Kirk?
A Best Buy gift
Kirk?
card, dude. Guys
So-
are getting like presidential Rolexes, and he's getting you. Hey, go
So-
get yourself a speaker.
So I gotta preface this. So some quarterbacks, you see the Rolexes,
Yeah.
you see the ATVs. Some quarterbacks only get the 5 starters gifts, right?
I could get that. I kind of get that. But take care of them.
Kirk gets
They're your whole life.
every active, inactive, P squad, and backup quarterbacks a gift.
Oh, so he's taking the care of the whole squad.
So he takes care of everyone, and there's been great gifts. Like 2 years ago, I think he got us all custom suits, which was pretty sweet.
That's cool.
He guys Taylor come in. We all got to pick it out. We were wearing suits to away games at that time, so we all got to get suited up a little bit.
Cool gift.
It's all different, It's, but then you do see a Rolex, and you're like, that'd be kind of cool.
That'd be nice. I'd
That'd
like to be
sick.
traded to there.
I would wear a Rolex.
Yeah, I like to
that
know
would
the
work.
time.
That would work. So yeah, it's
You got to get them off this by everyone on the team. Dude,
Yeah.
how about the guys that are
Just look
actually
out
in the
for the
trenches
five, yeah.
that are saving your ass so you
guys
can throw
doing the
some
work.
passes?
Yeah, I can mention that.
Yeah, you should. Tell them.
I talked to Adam, and I was like, dude, kind of plant the seed, get Kirk to get us like custom clubs.
That'd
So that's what Kyler Murray did last year.
Yeah,
for the
Kyler
Cardinals.
sent everyone
all
to
to True Spec.
True
here.
Spec. Yeah.
So it's not Kirk's fault; it's Adam's fault because he never planted the seed.
Thanks a lot,
Adam's
Phelan.
It's Adam's fault.
He's a pretty face, catches balls,
And
gritty.
he was like, dude, I
does
got
the
you. I got
gritty.
you. I check in a month later. Did you talk to him? I haven't talked to him.
Yeah,
yet.
dude.
Next time I see him, I'll talk to him.
He probably got Adam some custom clubs.
Probably.
He's probably like, steal his
Yeah,
idea.
dude,
Hey,
you're
Adam,
getting
all
a-
your receivers custom
Yeah, it's gonna be
clubs.
great. You're getting a VCR.
Yeah. So I blame Adam, honestly. I don't even blame Kirk.
I think that's fair.
Where would you rank Adam Thielen on like nice guy list in the NFL?
He's up at the top.
Yeah,
He's
he's
up
a
at
Larry,
the top.
dude. It's a Minnesota thing. Like Larry,
Minnesota nice.
Same
That's
way.
a thing.
Yeah.
People in Minnesota, they're nice people.
All right. Well, right now you're a free agent, so this is
Yeah.
going to come out in a couple weeks. You might
Yeah.
be signed by then. Because
Yeah.
what's the date?
March 16th.
Okay, so it'll be out.
March
before
16th.
then.
We're approaching it.
Do you have any like
Want a prediction?
wishes? Like, I'm sure you have a few spots picked out you'd like to go if you don't stay in Minnesota.
If I don't stay in Minnesota, which I would love to stay in Minnesota, I don't know. You want to go to a team that wins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Winning solves everything. Everyone's playing better when you're winning. It's more fun. And you want to go. I don't know. Taxes is kind of a thing.
That's
Kind of a thing.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a
rather
bit of a
big thing.
thing.
That's a thing that everyone deals with. So some
Wesley
states.
Snipes doesn't care, but most people do.
So you kind of look at that. You look at the O line. I'd like to play for like a really good O line. So there's not necessarily things can change based on who teams sign in free agency. there's a lot. The quarterbacks this year is going to be interesting. There's going to be a lot of quarterbacks, big names going different places. So I don't know. We'll find out.
This could be a dumb question, but is it a matter of like whatever the biggest deal is, I go there, or is there a situation where like, look, they're offering me this, but they're shit. Like they're not playing the postseason, they're not doing whatever. I would rather go here for less and contend.
Yeah, I mean, every number situation is different, but you obviously need to look at that. But at the end of the day, I mean, the highest bidder is the one that wants you the most,
capitalism,
kind of thing.
yeah.
So I don't know, we'll see, but. You want to go to a good organization. Like, I know Minnesota's a great place to be. I love the city, love the team.
Six stadium.
Yeah, six stadium. Like, our home
gritties,
games, our
a lot
home
of
games,
gritties in
lot
that
of them,
stadium,
lot of
which
them.
is sick. We'll get
Although
to
I
it.
heard JJ might be stopping the gritty. I don't know. He kind of just said something about that.
Is it too much? Is he done?
might
Is
just
it run
move
its
on to
course?
some- yeah,
Like,
it's
yeah,
kinda
he
what he
made
said.
it like, I mean, dude, it's
Viral.
There's like 5-year-olds in Pee Wee ball
Yeah.
down here. Everyone gritty.
Everyone's a Minnesota
I
Vikings
make
fan.
par. I gritty.
Might as well.
You know, I don't make.
We
a lot.
just had the girl that had the sign at Riviera, Madeline. Her
Yeah.
dad talked about how she's doing the gritty up and down the golf course. She's 10 years
like
old.
hits the green
playing
and does the gritty.
girls junior golf, doing
All
the gritty.
over the country.
Love it.
It's
He's
real.
a superstar.
I mean, how much? Seriously though, I mean, he, in my opinion, if he's not the best receiver, he's top 2, 3. I mean, how much of a freak is he?
Either him or Aaron Donald are the best players in the NFL.
Wow.
It's like the stuff he does on a daily basis, and it's just easy for him. Like, I was drafted the year before him, and so we're in training camp his rookie year, and I'm just like, after practice, I was like, hey, man, like, how are things going? Honestly, it's kind of easier than I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
I was like,
The only rookie.
I hate this
I
guy.
didn't have that feeling,
Yeah.
but good
Really?
for you.
I'm fucking terrified out here.
And the crazy thing is, we didn't even really know what we had, because like the first 2 weeks of the year, we're trying to figure it out. He wasn't even really starting. And then week 3 against the Titans, he goes off for 200 yards, and we're like, yeah.
He's got it.
And
He's got it.
the game plan in every defensive room leading up is like, okay, gotta stop JJ.
For 3 years, and no one's stopping him.
And no one's like, oh,
No one is stopping
186, 2 tubs. Like, no one does it.
It's absurd. It's fun to watch because if the ball's thrown to him, you know he's going to catch it.
Yeah.
First down, touchdown, let's go.
Yeah,
He's a
Thielen just
stud,
gets
man.
to run around like a
Yeah.
little chicken with his head cut off.
Yeah.
You know,
He'll be
everyone's
open
paying
too.
attention.
He'll be open too sometimes. But, I mean, if I got JJ on the fade, like,
Yeah. All right, JJ's in triple coverage. Thielen's got one-on-one. JJ, go get it.
he's open. F it. He's down there.
Go get
God.
it. Fuck it. Throw it up there. He'll catch
Thielen's
it.
turning into Gary Woodland on
We
this
love
podcast.
Thielen,
There's
by
bag
the way. We're
on him.
very pro Thielen podcast on here. Pro
We
Vikings,
are,
actually.
except for he was not willing to give up very much information on you.
Oh, he wasn't.
No.
It was very like
Company.
yeah.
Let me
One time,
talk to some of
he
the O-line,
farted
I'll
on
get
the
back to
plane
you.
once. Like, hey, come on, dude. No, he didn't even say
Everyone
that, but it
does
was
that.
stuff like that. Yeah, it was minimal.
As
He
their,
has your back. He's awesome.
All right, all
He's
right.
awesome.
You know, I thought
Not
it was-
as good of a dancer.
I thought it was cool this year. You know, Tom Brady, obviously, on his last run, it seemed like every player was like going up to him when they play
Yeah.
against him, you know, saying, pleasure to meet you. Awesome going up against you. Have you ever been starstruck at all since you've been out there in the NFL?
Yeah, rookie year. First preseason game in the Superdome. Drew Brees is across the field. Like, that was like, and it was sold out for a preseason game. I was like, this is crazy. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And Tom Brady, kind of those three. I was just like, all right, I play the same sport as you do at the same level. This is
crazy,
wild.
huh?
This is wild.
Were you a Panther fan growing up, or?
Yeah, kind of like when they're good. Like I was cheering for them. They had
Big
a few
Derek
good
Anderson.
runs.
Do you think Derek Anderson was the key to that franchise?
Possibly.
A lot of people say that. That
Possibly.
Cam just rode Derek's coattails into the MVP
It's a
and all that
conversation.
shit. Yeah,
It's a conversation.
It's a Jordan LeBron debate.
Yeah, but that team that the Panthers had with like Kuechly and Thomas Davis,
Yeah.
Julius Peppers, those were for some fun years.
Stevie was fun.
Yeah, Smitty,
He was fun to watch.
he was awesome. So yeah, yes and no.
Okay, we were talking a little bit about your workouts before, so I'm
Yeah.
very curious. You said 2 hours. That's why you're here in Scottsdale. You're training here
Yeah.
in the off season. So 2 hours a day workouts. I recently purchased a cold plunge.
Yes.
And I'm obsessed with it. And
What kind did you get?
I got
the cold
the
plunge.
The plunge. It's called the plunge.
Gotcha. The big
So,
white
yeah,
tub. Nice.
you would not fit in it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a big guy, but you're way bigger. You need the XL.
You need
one,
like
obviously.
the Arctic Ocean.
But
All right.
I absolutely love it. It's
amazing.
made me feel so much better. I'm trying to get this guy.
I did it
over
once,
here.
not in
Once?
that thing. I went in my pool on
For
like the
32
on the
seconds.
coldest day in Scottsdale's history. The water was 12
So,
degrees, and I was in there for
My
like 30
question
seconds.
was,
It
Garrett,
was awful.
are you a big cold plunge guy?
Huge. Sauna, cold plunge, it's like two of the best things.
Yeah,
you
if
can
I
do.
had a sauna backing me up, I could probably sack up for a second, but I don't.
Give me like temperature and length of time.
So our team cold tub is actually at 50 degrees.
That's what you are,
That's
right?
what I am. Yes.
So-
I'm an NFL
We had a
athlete.
golfer there today at 38.
Yeah, he's an idiot, by the way.
So 38 is probably better for you. 50 is a lot more manageable, obviously. My father-in-law has one, the Morosco Forge. Have you heard of that brand? Mm-hmm. He sets his to like 36, and that's just like it's different.
Is that not like dangerous at some point?
Probably.
Like, if you get look at the Titanic. That cost Leo his life.
Yeah, it did. R.I.P.
Yeah. R.I.P. to Leo.
So with the 50 degree, you can stay in longer. So we'll probably go in for like 5 to 10 minutes. But we do a lot of like sauna, get the heart rate up, straight to like neck deep cold tub. Are you going neck deep?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's cool to see the heart rate just like plummet. So
Heart rate goes down when you're in that. I feel like mine would go
Yeah.
through my chest.
No,
like, isn't your body freaking out?
Well, so I think at first
Your
it
body
will,
is
and then you learn.
different.
But you learn to control your breathing in it
yeah,
because I mean it's
yeah.
freaking
all
cold.
that Wim Hof stuff. Yeah.
But it is. I'm telling you, I obviously do not work out, but just from walking out on the golf course and everything, like my hips, calves, and everything get tight. I've had zero issues other than plantar fasciitis, which had nothing to do with the cold
plantar
tub.
fasciitis, my shoulder hurts, and
Yeah. Other than that, I'm pretty
just
banged up.
getting old.
But seriously,
Arthritis.
it is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm
It's-
obsessed with it.
After I caddied for Thielen in the
Yeah, you
pro-am,
looped.
got home and just neck deep in the pool.
All right, so we got to do it. Got to get you in
Got to
there.
do it.
All
When
right.
do you do it?
Normally in the morning,
Are
right
you
when I
morning
get
guy?
up.
No, you're probably
Yeah.
post workout guy. Yeah.
Post workout.
Yeah.
It's
So
easier post workout. First thing in the morning, that's tough.
But I tell you what, it gives me so much energy.
Yeah.
Like I have that and a cup of coffee, and I'm like, woo!
If
here
you
we
can
go.
mentally get up and do that, that's huge.
Like I do like 4 minutes.
yeah.
So
Yeah, you do
Neck
that,
deep.
and then ayahuasca, and then you're really set. We just had a golfer on here talking about all these medicines, so we're big ayahuasca guys.
Maybe
now.
go in a dark room like Aaron
Yeah, we go
Rodgers.
darkness for
Okay,
4
did you-
days and don't come out.
did you see it came out today? Like it described his
You want to go to
room.
Green Bay and do ayahuasca? That'd be cool.
Yeah,
be
if, that's,
sick.
if they're winning a lot.
You can go to
Not
the
this
darkness.
Year,
Darkness sounds incredible.
Did you see his room though? Like they
Yeah,
the
yeah,
guy
dude.
didn't
see it.
Trust me, I've
no,
dug into
but
all
300
this
square
shit.
feet underground.
It's a
That's
shitter.
small.
And it's a room,
Yeah.
and I think there's a prayer room.
There's a
or
queen bed and
something.
an area for meditation
The
and
first
prayer.
2 days are
and people like drop food off, right?
yeah. They put it through a thing. There's no light, no nothing. Like it's your darkness, just with your thoughts. And the first you take you drink the stuff. You have like a purging.
Oh, so you
puke
do
and shit and all
ayahuasca
this
during
stuff.
it?
Yeah, that's what you do. You go in there
Gotcha.
and you take it, but then like apparently you have this purging, then you kind of like pass out, do this. It's like for 2 days you're kind of like in a different state, I guess. And then the last 2 days, they say you only sleep for 1 or 2 hours a day because your body doesn't know what time it is. All this stuff, it's all out of whack, and you're just
Oh
like
my
alone with
gosh.
your thoughts, but you have this like clarity, like. Oh, that's why he comes back. He's like, I made a decision.
I know what I'm
staying,
doing.
or I'm
I know my
leaving,
path.
or whatever. Yeah,
I'm going to the Dallas Cowboys. Sounds awesome.
you got Dak, dude. What do you want?
No, I'm out
What
on
do you
Dak.
want?
Sorry,
Out.
Dak.
He's out on Dak.
I'm a diehard Cowboy fan, Garrett, and I've
like heavy.
defended him for years, and then this year I've had enough.
This year, won a playoff game.
Yeah, dude. What do you want?
Beat Tom
Tampa,
Brady.
they suck.
Beat Tom Brady.
You beat the goat, bro.
Yeah, but then they go out and he
Look.
just laid an egg. And
Look,
It was
dude.
a good team they played.
don't talk to me.
Not
All
everyone's
right,
gonna
all
have
right,
Russell
all right.
Wilson
Yeah,
riding. We're
averaging
riding.
11 points a game.
dude.
Mr. Unlimited.
Yeah, Mr. He's got a lot of sponsors going right now.
Dangerous.
He's a busy dude. Take me inside the O-line room because I feel like I don't know a ton of O-linemen,
Yeah.
but they're awesome. The ones that I do, you included, you at the top of that pyramid. What are you guys? All right, so now you're a vet in the league.
Yeah.
Rookie comes in. Give me some of the shit you make the rookies do.
So we don't make them do anything.
It's not allowed.
Okay,
We don't make them do
get that
anything.
out. Say it clearly in the
Yeah,
mic.
we don't make. They choose to do whatever they want to do.
Okay, good.
So fill the room with snacks first of all. Costco, Sam's Club.
They're the
all of that.
errand runners.
We need like some healthy stuff, but we also need like some Little Debbie snacks, like
Of course.
appease everyone.
Keep us happy.
And then a lot of nicotine. Not a lot of tobacco in our room, but a ton of nicotine. A can of Zen in Minnesota is $10. One can.
How much is it here?
It's like $3 or $4.
Half. It's half.
Yeah.
I get a log of 5 at a time,
So
and it's $25 basically.
that's unfortunate. So they found.
Why is
that's
it so
like
high?
That's like Canadian numbers,
I
dude.
don't know. I
The
don't know.
closer you get to the Canadian border, the more that shit costs. Period.
So they were like finding some third party that was shipping us like 50 logs at a time. So that was perfect.
Oh, line sounds sick.
Yeah, it's great. And stock the fridge with different drinks. We need pot of coffee every morning. But we also have a fine system in the O-line room. And we have a whiteboard full with like 30 different fines we can hand out. And
Can you give us a
ranging,
few?
yeah, shitty rookies, $15.
What is it?
Shitty rookie.
Just being a
shitty
Can
rookie.
you define that?
Yeah. So like, there's no waters in the fridge, or
you're not doing your job.
Coffee doesn't taste good, or we're out of nicotine. We also will have rookies, if they want to, come up and tell a joke. And when you come up and tell a joke, whenever you address the room as a rookie, you have to name your name, school, and signing bonus. There's also a big baller fine. Whenever you say your signing bonus, it's going to be a big baller fine. But you have to say it, so it's $10.
Big baller fine? Like if
Yeah.
you flex on somebody about your money, then you get a fine?
Anything. If you're wearing something Louis, if you got a new bag.
So it's super subjective.
Anything.
Yeah.
So these fines, I mean, there's probably 10 fines a day. That's awesome. Especially in camp. So head coach call out. If the head coach says your name in a team setting, $100. And O'Connell is kind of for the boys, like always, hey, Brian, Garrett, Ezra, good job here. That's $300.
Wait, so even if it's a compliment?
Even if it's a
sick.
compliment.
Just if your name gets dropped by the head coach, you're paying.
Hey,
What's the fine?
Garrett,
$100 a piece?
$100 for a head coach.
Okay.
They're all different.
Oh.
Self-suck is $15.
Define.
If you just kind of sucking yourself off, bragging about something.
Self-suck.
We got to implement these on the show.
I
think.
shot
This would be
600
awesome.
today. It was a pretty good day.
First off, that was just...
Self-suck.
First off, you asked me what I shot, and I answered the question.
No,
You did.
You could have been like, I
But
played
it would
good.
still be a fine.
That's a fine.
It would still be a fine.
We need to start.
Lines
we should put it
$30,
right
but it's fun because the biggest fine is sensitive. $15 sensitive, ultra sensitive's $30.
Ultra...
So you were like, you asked me. You asked me about what I shot
Would that be
today.
sensitive?
so is
Don't
that
be
a super?
sensitive. Don't be sensitive.
So that wasn't super
So that'd be
sensitive.
115.
If you kept going,
Gotcha.
So that's 115.
Just
You
$15,
flexed and then
yeah.
you defended yourself. That's 100 and then the 15. And the team votes on the O-line votes on this or what?
head coach call it's 100. Self sucks like 15. Shitty rookies 15. A lot of them are in that $15 to $30 range.
This is awesome.
But when you get 5 a day, like y'all should have it in the office here.
100%.
A sensitive fine, you can't. If you argue the sensitive, it's going to be ultra, so it's going to double. And so then we take that pot of money at the end of the year
This is really good.
and we go somewhere.
That's so how much was the pot at the end of this year? That's a lot of shit every single day.
I think it was 30,000.
30 racks, and then the group spends it on the group.
100%,
So it all comes back to
100%.
you. But like, yeah.
Yes.
Who is the most fined guy on the line?
Usually the rookie.
Yeah, because you're
yeah.
hammering him.
Yeah, absolutely hammering them. So we're going to Vegas this year. We did that last year. It'll be a good time. I think we're going in the next 2 weeks.
So is it all the O-line?
all the O-line.
So how many guys will that
There'll
be?
be 12.
12 guys, 30 grand?
They got a good Best Buy in Vegas.
So we
too.
also have
You
a
use
rookie.
that card.
There's also a rookie dinner. So we'll do that in Vegas. And then we'll use the fine money for rooms and a second dinner. And
Where's the rookie dinner? You got it picked out?
I don't know. We did
Make it hurt.
STK last year in Vegas. And our rookie last year was first rounder, stud, and he was just like before the dinner, had a few drinks, run it up, boys.
He didn't give a shit?
He did not care at all.
Love that.
So no, it's a good time. We also decorate the room for every holiday,
Yeah.
like big time, like several $1,000s on each holiday. So October 1st, I need the whole room decked out for Halloween. And then as soon as November 1st hits, Thanksgiving. As soon as December 1st hits, Christmas. And I'll show you some videos. Like, it's pretty great.
Do the other positions like get jealous and they come in the line room?
Everyone in the
Everyone
whole-
wants to play O-line.
the front office, the marketing people, they all come through our room and see because it's like a spectacle.
That's so
You
cool.
go to the running backs room and be like, you guys are fucking boring.
They just come in our. Everyone comes and hangs out in the O-line room.
Yeah,
we have
the
like
more
5
I'm hearing.
bean bags. It's a place to hang
Get
out.
some nicotine, some Debbie's.
Yeah,
and
you want a cup of coffee,
get
some
festive,
snacks.
Be happy.
Receivers,
Self-suck yourself and then
receivers eat all the candy, which is crazy because they're the ones that have to run fast and look good, and they just eat candy.
It's like DK Metcalf being like, "Oh, I eat 5 bags of candies a day
It's
and
true.
a coffee,"
It's true.
and he looks like he's
It's
chiseled out of
true.
marble.
I trained with him at Exos coming out.
Oh, that's
and
got to be cool.
He was on like a super strict diet, and he kept gaining weight strictly from lifting.
He's not a
Specimen.
human.
Yeah, different.
Yeah.
Do you believe that jump that went around on social media the other day?
Oh, did you see it?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it's the fakest thing of all. The whole world.
Some people did believe.
Was
I
it
didn't
you
believe
that
it.
showed
No,
it to me?
Harrington believed
Oh
it.
yeah, I got a buddy on tour send it to me. He's like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, "You're so dumb." Like, have
He
you
just
not,
jumped 8 feet in
Steph
the
Curry?
air.
They
If
just posted
someone's
making
gonna do it,
5
I
full
guess
quarters.
it'd be him. But that was
Yeah,
a little,
he's
that
like
was a
the
little
one
bit
guy
much.
that maybe you're like,
Yeah.
he's weird. But like the Steph Curry thing just came out where he makes I don't know if you saw that. He makes 5 full quarters, like
I saw that.
slinging it.
I saw
and
that.
people are like, oh my God. I'm like, guys, when are you going to realize like the shit you can do now with videos? Like you can pretty much make anything.
Do whatever.
Yeah,
look
but it's
real.
Steph Curry. He makes everything.
You're right. If there's someone that's
he's
gonna
shooting
do
it from the
Steph
fucking
is-
find the right guys to do these videos.
dude in warm up
Yeah,
season.
because we're talking about it right now.
Like if Aaron Donald ran through this brick wall, I'd be like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
Steph Curry shoots it from the hallway of the locker room in warm ups and makes it.
I know his warm ups are like honestly better than the game. The shit that they record. He goes
Let's,
like 30 for 30.
let's-
What, you got some golf or you want
I
to
want
do
to switch to some golf.
Hold on, I got a football. Kirk Cousins. When did the chain thing start? Was it called Big Kirko?
Kirko Chains.
Yeah, Kirko Chains.
Kirko
yeah.
Chains. There's a lot of chains in our locker room. A lot of heavy, expensive chains.
Where's your?
Yeah, I didn't bring
I
it
know you
tonight.
tuck
Yeah, I
it?
didn't bring
Yeah.
it tonight.
Okay, yeah. Smart.
But it happened. I forget one of those first road games we had. We won. Our left tackle has this big diamond chain that spins.
The spinner, yeah,
with his
that's the
initials
one.
on it. So we threw that on Kirk and took a video, and then it was basically like, where do we go from here? And that next week we won the road game, and he had like over $1 million around his neck, like of just diamond chains.
Dude, it was like that had to weigh, by the way, like 10.
That's what he said. He's like,
12
people don't
pounds.
understand. Like, this is heavy.
That's real stuff.
And then the third time he took his shirt off, and that's when he showed everyone how shredded he was.
Yeah, and then you got Adam Schefter trying to recreate it. It was amazing.
It was a lot of fun. We also, we won like 8 straight games at that point, and it was just like, is this real? Like
8 straight
Well,
games
it became
by
like the thing people look like.
Yeah.
Oh, they won. They're gonna do
Yeah.
another video.
It was
of
awesome.
It was like a cool thing.
And all of them were like last second wins. It was just like, we're in a movie right now.
I say 8 straight games by a combined 12 points.
Correct.
yeah, you guys
Correct.
weren't blowing folks out, but you were winning.
Win is a
Which
win.
Who gives a shit?
Win is a win.
That's what my Cowboys did
Tell
to
me
them.
about it. Huh?
Yeah.
My Cowboys blew them out the water.
That was tough. That was
Yeah,
41-3.
You got Dak, dude. Why are you bagging on Dak? I mean,
With Aaron, we would have probably won 55.
love him or hate him. He's gonna be. I don't know. Maybe the darkness awakened him to the storm.
Let's hear a little bit, since we are a golf show. We should probably hear about your golf game a little bit. I know
Yeah.
you love to play.
I love to play. Got the bug. Started playing so I played baseball growing up, and so I was always like, I don't know. People are like, don't play golf if you're playing baseball. So I didn't touch a club at all growing up. Biggest mistake. And so then getting the NFL off season, you have a lot of time. Got the golf bug, and I come out here in the off season, so I'm like, yeah, I'll play. Started going down the Lone Tree with Greg and Tommy, and took some lessons with Tommy last year. That helped a lot. But I just love I love everything about it. Like being out there with the boys, drinking, not drinking, competing, gambling. I'm not any good. I think I got my handicap down to a 13 last year.
That's not bad
just
for a
started.
guy that barely starts.
Yeah.
And is
So some ups, some downs.
And to be fair, your body's not really built.
Yeah,
for
you're
golf.
not-
Neither is mine.
I don't have
but
the T-spine.
you're not the prototype.
When I
football.
watch real golfers, I'm like, I can't even think about getting back there. So I'm all right here.
Yeah.
Keep it short, keep
Core.
it tight.
John Rahm, best player in the world.
I know.
Keeps it pretty tight.
Yeah, but I'm not John Rahm. Not him at all.
close.
No, not
13.
Yet.
He's
Not
about
yet.
a plus 12.
All right, that's not too far to go.
You're right there. 25
Um,
shots.
No, but when you're out here, that's what you want to do. That's why we're here.
Give me low round ever.
Lowest round ever, 83 in Vegas last year.
Oh, nice.
So
Which course?
Bali High,
Yeah,
Bali
right-
Hollow.
Right off the
High.
strip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's awesome.
Went to visit AJ, did a golf trip. That was awesome.
What's AJ's digit?
He's probably right around
He's
there.
decent. He just sent me a swing yesterday.
He said he
It was snowing.
just shot an 84 yesterday.
It was snowing. Legitimately, he sent me
In
a video.
hail, yeah.
It was
Yeah,
like it was
it
here.
snowed here
It was
yesterday.
snowing in Vegas. It was the Raiders event.
Snowed 21 inches in Minnesota. So
Yeah, it's not like snowing.
a
snowing.
dusting is a little different than
That's
snow.
everybody's like, you are complaining and bitching about the weather. I'm like, yeah, but there's a reason we live here. There's a reason you're spending your off season
Yeah,
here.
dude.
It's for nice weather.
Cold is cold. I agree.
Yeah.
Today was cold. Yesterday was cold. So I'm with you.
If I moved
I'm
to
with you.
Ecuador, I expect it to be fucking warm.
Yeah.
Every day.
If I lived in Minnesota in December, I would expect there to be snow on the ground and freezing my ass off.
There is. It doesn't go anywhere either. It doesn't melt. It just stays.
Yeah, it's,
Are you a guy that do you watch a lot of golf?
Yeah. Got into it big. Love it.
who's your guys?
So I caddied for Thielen last year in the Pro-Am. We were with Brooks, and that was pretty awesome. He was one of the boys.
Remember that? That was on Netflix. Bro.
Yeah. And played with Billy Horschel this year. So I don't really have. My wife worked for Under Armour for 3 years, and she was head of print and pattern design for men's golf. So every polo that Jordan Spieth wore,
Carson's putting it
Carson
together.
designed.
Wow, good.
So
for her.
so I've always been rooting for Spieth,
Cool.
hoping he wins. But I don't know. with all the controversy around golf lately, like
You don't want to say a live guy?
Yeah.
You don't want to lean towards
I don't know.
DJ Brooks, who you like?
I don't know.
We're independent here. We don't pick sides.
Okay.
We're just
say
have
Spieth.
conversations.
I'll
All
say
kind of pick
Spieth.
sides.
I'll
I
say
just feel
Spieth.
like everybody's gonna get.
I'll
They
go
want to get
Spieth.
paid. I don't blame them.
I'll just go Spieth. Yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah,
Friend of the program.
Billy's a big football dude, by the way. Big Gator, loves
Yeah, he
fucking
loves the
Gators. Did he
Gators.
talk you up about football the whole time? I feel like that'd be a dream pairing for Billy.
So my brother-in-law played baseball at Florida, won a national championship there, and he loves Gainesville. He loves the Gators.
Yeah.
So
You were nasty a little bit. True story, true or false? NC State offered you your football scholarship after they watched you take BP in high school baseball?
yeah, that was kind of
facts?
wild. The head coach didn't really think I could run. I think he thought I kind of like lumbered and wasn't. I'm not very fast. I mean, I moved to O-line for goodness sake.
I don't know. You ran a
So-
sub 540.
Did
as a
you
big
really?
dude?
As an
That's
O-lineman.
that's
As an O-lineman,
That's
fast.
moving, dude.
Sub 540 though.
305 running
As
a
a tight
4.9.
end, I got handed number 38. So
You did have the least sexy number in the history
least.
of football.
so
Not 138 I can name.
yeah, the tight end coach came out, and I'm sitting there running bases, taking BP, and he's recording me. And then the next day, they called and offered. So, and then a few days
So you
after
were
that, I was
nice.
like, "Yeah, I'm coming. Let's
You were
go."
a catcher? I bet you didn't have many pass balls.
No, brick wall.
38 is the number of the guy that breaks up the wedge on the kickoff.
Yeah,
He
just
has 17
maybe like
concussions.
a horse collar.
They
maybe.
pay him in like Ruth's Chris
Just
gift certificates, and like
beefsteaks.
you're just gonna dive into this, and then
Every
someone's gonna else
cake
gonna
you
tackle
get,
him.
you get a pound of beef.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
So.
Seeing who the best 38s in all football.
I can't name a single 38.
Top 10 jersey and 38.
Who we got?
Arnie Herbert. Never heard of him.
Yeah, he was sick.
I haven't heard of one person on here, and I watch a lot of football.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
It wasn't
Yeah.
a good number to start the
Good
college
choice.
career.
Getting rid of 38, by the way.
Yeah, 91. All right, I'll move the D line.
So you play with like Thielen, you play with AJ Cole, like those are kind of your boys you run with. They're both good golfers. Thielen's gonna be really good when he hangs it all up because like the DNA is there, whatever you want to call it. The
Yeah.
foundation is there. He just needs to tighten it. Are there any other? We know a lot of football guys that play golf, but I don't know hardly any linemen that play golf. Are there other linemen out there?
So we're all
You're not
kind
exactly
of,
like the
we're all
pro-
kind of the same. None of us are like Thielen good, but we all like to play. Like
Yeah.
there's probably 5 or 6 linemen in Minnesota that we all joined a small course up there, and we play 3 times a week in the summer.
so you're
But none
good.
of us are that good.
But
It's
you play.
Yeah,
Which one do
oh,
you
yeah.
play?
It's called Southview Country Club.
Okay.
It's like kind of right by our facility. Adam was like, "Hey, I'm thinking about joining this place. Come with me," and it worked out perfectly. And it's just like an easy, fun track. So
I'll be up there in
Isn't he
what,
thinking
July?
about buying one or something? We can edit this if
he
it's
was
not.
no, he was thinking about it. Kirk
Yeah.
actually did.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, in his hometown.
That would have been a nice gift. Everyone's a member at my
yeah.
club.
Although it's in
Unlimited booze and food.
Unlimited balls, booze, food.
we don't need a
everything.
lot nicotine, all that.
Nicotine. Yeah, that's
So,
it.
yeah.
And some music.
I think that'd be a fun project for Kirk. I think he's gonna turn it into like a private course in his hometown. But I think Adam's kind of thinking about doing something like
Yeah, I
that.
heard.
Minnesota has good golf, man.
It's
I mean,
awesome. It's awesome.
He took me out. I went out when I was up there for 3M. He took me to Windsong.
Yeah,
the
that's his
first time,
favorite. That's his favorite place.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I played Hazeltine a bunch. What's the God? I'm drawing a blank. Where Minnesota at Spring Hill.
Spring Hill.
Fuck, Spring Hill's incredible.
So Kyle Rudolph's member there. I've got to play there 2 or 3 times. That's like my favorite place.
I don't know
I've
if
been.
there's a better one.
No, it's
than that.
It's so great.
Where else does Larry? I know Larry's everywhere, but the other one, they're having like a
gosh.
women's U.S. Open or something coming up.
Yeah.
There's good golf up there.
Larry has an event every year. I forget the name of it.
God, I'm drawing a blank on the place, but it'll come to me. Inverness?
That's close.
No, that's in Ohio.
That's Ohio.
It sounds like
Something
that.
like that.
It sounds like that, yeah.
Ohio's the one,
I forget.
I don't
which
know.
is sick.
Spring Hill,
by the
though,
way.
unbelievable.
Great.
You
track.
you're a football guy, but true or false, you you did predict Tiger Woods winning the 2019 Masters before he won it.
Because I was there with AJ.
People say you're the first guy.
Me and AJ.
They called that.
Yeah, we were there at the practice
Wait, what?
round.
Yeah, this is facts, dude.
We were at the practice round. AJ's dad got the hook up with tickets, and we were just on the range. We were like, he's going to win the Masters.
Did y'all watch him for like an hour on the range,
Yeah.
just staring at every
Yeah.
single shot, and you're like, it doesn't get better. He's gonna win,
it was incredible.
and then he won.
he won.
Yeah.
And then I won like a pick'ems. with,
Did
like,
you
all
pick
my
him to
buddies.
win?
Of course.
What were his odds in that deal?
I don't
Had to
even
be
remember.
nuts.
Had to be decent.
Had to be.
I mean,
solid.
he's
For
always.
Tiger. Every
Yeah.
dude's
Everyone
gonna put
bets on
100
him, so
Every
they-
$100 better is
Yeah.
betting Tiger. But
I mean, they're never going to make him more than like 40 to
did
1.
you stay for the turn? Where you just practice? Practice round,
Just
by the way,
practice
probably
round.
the best day to go.
So I've only
You get
been to a
watch
practice
them,
round.
You get closer.
I haven't been to a weekend. My father-in-law actually in the lottery won lifetime tickets. So
Lifetime.
Lifetime?
Yeah.
Sick.
No
Like
shit.
literally won the lottery.
Are you going this year?
No, I'm not going this
should
year.
go.
I should just call him and say, hey, don't.
Yeah, just go.
Come
We're
hang
gonna,
out with me
we're
and
gonna be
Steve.
there.
Will you?
We'll have a time.
The whole weekend?
Yeah, you
I'm
can
here the
predict
whole
the
week.
winner. We'll have you on radio. You can predict the winner again.
Make some money? All right.
Who's gonna win this year?
Spieth.
Okay.
That'd be sick.
We
That'd
got
be
it.
sick.
I mean, I never bet against
His
him.
shirt
around
is
there.
probably
He's so
gonna be
good.
sick.
Yeah.
Or
Although
something
probably
Carson
didn't
designed like 3 years ago.
Yeah, if he wears an old one, but she probably won't.
Isn't it wild though? Like how I mean, he's obviously the GOAT in golf, but like he is such a big deal. Like even for guys like you show up and you see him and you're like, oh my god, that's Tiger Woods.
Yeah, it's good for the sport. Like you see last weekend at the tournament, like the attraction he brings. Like I don't know, it's cool to see.
Dude, Josh Allen was like groveling over him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everyone-
I thought it was
Tiger,
funny
man.
because all the Josh Allen shit went viral. Like, here's Josh talking to Tiger. Here's Josh with Keith because he just played Pebble with Keith Mitchell, right? And all this stuff. Meanwhile, Kyle Allen, quarterback in the NFL, was right next to him. And like, it was like, here's his little brother. Like, then no one even knew who he was. Like, that's also Kyle Allen.
But like last year, we're at Augusta and we went out Monday. We're gonna go walk the golf course and just look at it.
yeah.
And we're going down the stretch right there before the merchandise tent, and it opens up onto one fairway right there. And there is 9 billion people, and we're like, holy shit, what is going on? Obviously, here comes Tiger, Justin Thomas, and Fred
Freddie.
Couples.
Yeah,
and we're like, let's go
why.
walk the second 9.
second.
Yeah, second, not back.
Not
second.
back.
Have
Don't
y'all
even
played
think of calling
Augusta?
it the bet. He just played it.
I
Or
played,
he played
it
it like a year ago.
last
or something.
November.
Incredible.
Haven't.
It was awesome. It was cool. You know, it was one of those ones. Like I think if it would have been like my first, I worked it the year before, so I'd been there and I'd walked it. Like if it was the first time, like it would have been. I think you'd just blown away. Great story. Actually, I can't even tell this story. Never mind. Sorry.
What a
Jeez,
tease.
I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
What's that fine? That's a fine.
That is a fine.
Is that a pump
Fine
fake?
me-
Is there a pump fake
Yeah.
fine?
Eddie
That would be a
Haskell
fine.
or
That's
there's
a-
something.
That's an off-the-air
That's a
story.
$50
Sorry, can't do it.
pump
But it is.
fake.
It is unbelievable. Like I remember the first time I ever went on property. I walked down to Amen Corner just by myself. When I got over the hill on 11, I was like, "Holy shit!" This
That
place.
view at the top of there is one of the coolest.
Seeing 11 green, then 12 is might be my favorite hole in golf.
Yeah.
I just think that par 3, if you've ever gotten a chance to go across and see the green and how small it is, like it blows you away.
That's what I took away from the practice round. I was just like, TV doesn't do it justice how hard it is. Like the greens and the bunkers and
Did you walk so the first time I went,
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
all right, I'll see. My buddies were going to camp at a certain spot. I was like, cool. You can save your seats, but you can put your cell phone and your car keys in your wallet.
That's
No one
what we
takes it.
did,
It's
yeah.
crazy, like different world. But I was like, cool. I'll see y'all there. And like, I don't know how long this is gonna take. I'm walking from 1 tee to 18 green, and then I'm gonna come meet y'all. I want to see every single square inch of this place. And I
it's
was just
exactly
like,
what we did.
damn. Oh, I remember when so and so hit that shot. I remember. Oh, the up and down from here. Like that shit is
The first time I saw
it's just
it-
like it's a mecca
It's
experience.
different.
It blew me away, like how small the sections of the greens are. Like for a golfer, like number 7, it's that iconic dead straight par 4. You see so many guys use the bowl and feed it down in there, and I'm like, this area is so small. That's how good these guys are that they can get it in this area. Like the front left pin on 1 on top of that shelf. It's the size of this table, and these guys are throwing darts
Stick
in there.
on it.
It's just it's disgusting.
Yeah, and like if you get in the wrong spot, wrong shove, I'm like you can't two. Well, I guess you can two putt, but you're gonna have to make a 13 footer.
Yeah.
Like you can't hit it. You can't kick it in.
It's wild,
from
bro.
anywhere here. It's
so
just,
cool.
It's a
Nothing like it.
different. Yeah,
How'd
it's
you
one of those
play?
one places.
We had a bunch of bets. I ended up shooting 70. I went all the way back. And I
Oh,
shot
Vegas had
77.
it priced perfectly.
76 and a half. I had a big night the night before, which I regret. But
But still,
yeah, I went down and the reason I got to play was I emceed Kevin Kisner's charity event. Went out with a bunch of the singers and the entertainment, and we had a big night, and then went and played Augusta. And I was a little shaky starting out.
yeah, I believe it.
But it was
You found your groove.
But it played so long, like in November, the 0 roll. I mean, I was hitting clubs into these holes. It was just insane. I had driver on number 4, the par 3. It was 255 hole.
Oh my god.
That's a nice
into the
deep
wind
green
cold.
for a dog to
I hit
receive
it
a dog
15
too.
feet.
Oh really?
Caddy goes, give me 275. I
Into
said,
the
give me
fan?
that big one. Yeah.
And I better lean on
Yeah.
it.
But it was still
hole's
so
so
cool. Like number 5 is impossible. I don't know.
Oh, you couldn't see shit. I guarantee on your second
Oh no, I had
shot.
3-wood
Like,
frontage. I
aim
made
at that
par,
tree.
but 3-wood front of the green and then
Yeah.
2 putted. But it's a special place. There's no doubt.
Go this year.
Yeah,
All right.
come hang out with us.
Do it.
All right.
They got music. You can dance.
All right, perfect.
Do some of those. Do some
Got a
of
little
that
place.
shit.
Got a
Do
little
some of
place
that
called
chain
T-Bones.
smokers?
Get a little loose.
A
T-bone.
little place called T-Bones.
Haven't
You
been to
like
T-Bones.
big old steaks,
I'm
nice
telling
music.
you, dude, this
All right.
GB,
Lot of cocktails.
when the music strikes them in the
Hips
right
get a little
way,
loose.
you've seen some. I mean, Timberlake ain't even fathoming the moves
All right.
that this dude's bringing out.
I'll show you in
Let's,
Augusta.
Time.
Let's get to the E9.
Oh god. Yeah.
You ready for this?
I don't know.
Little E9. It's fun. We do this with everyone. First question is, you can trade lives with anyone, dead or alive. You get to be them for a day. Who would it be?
Wow, that's on the spot.
Justin Jefferson.
I don't know if I
Thielens
want
always
that.
open.
Thielen, yeah, I don't know if I want to be JJ. I mean, he can't really go anywhere. He's just like,
He can't go to Cowboy Jack's in downtown Minnie. Oh,
no, but I can.
what a place.
But
I
I
can't too.
can't.
And it is fun.
Trade places with anyone for a day.
And you can pick the day.
I could pick the
Doesn't
day.
have to be like tomorrow.
I'd probably have to go another athlete, I think. I'd probably go
AJ.
AJ,
Pinning somebody
punter
on
for the
one.
Raiders.
Yeah.
just drop a
Just pin
dime
somebody
on
on
the
the
one.
one, bounce it out of bounds.
Probably like an NBA star, honestly. Just for a day. I'd like to be like that good at basketball.
Jordan, game 6.
Yeah.
That'd be decent.
Oh, any day, past or present.
Yeah, you can pick
Oh, yeah.
like the little. You could pick Jordan's like walk
Tiger
off
2000.
against the Jazz.
I mean, you can do whatever
I'd be
you want.
like Steve Kerr on those Jordan teams.
when he hit the
and
shot.
just
yeah,
shoot open.
Just like just be let me be a shooter and get to like watch Jordan.
One of the greatest parade speeches of all time, Steve Kerr. When he said, you know,
What do you- I don't
he said,
remember.
he's like, Michael said in his commercial, because remember he hit the shot,
Yeah.
kicked it back out. He's like, you know, Michael said in his commercial he missed such and such many times, and he goes, you know, the only other option was like to go to Steve, so that's what we did. It was great,
And I haven't missed shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't missed that many game winners. Then
I think being part of that would be.
How many championships does Steve Kerr have now between playing and coaching? Like
Oh,
11?
both. No,
Ten or-
it can't be 11. Didn't he only get one of the three-peats?
Oh, did he? I didn't know.
He
I
wasn't.
thought-
It was Paxson was basically Steve Kerr. On
He's
the
the one who
first
killed
three-peat.
Phoenix.
Then Kerr got
Yeah.
the second. So I think he got 3. Someone's
Okay.
gonna fact check me on the internet and tweet me that I'm a fucking
Who
idiot.
cares?
But I think it was off the top. I think he was the second three-peat, and then however many he's
He's
won as
got
coach.
3 or 4 with Golden State.
That's
why I
they're
don't know.
3, aren't they?
3.
Because the dynasty's like
Okay.
you got to win.
Never
3
mind,
of
it's not
5.
that cool. Take that back.
Anyways,
Edit that out.
Someone's gonna destroy me. I'm like, you won 4, you idiot.
Do you know that Tiger Woods has won more championships in Chicago than Michael Jordan? Fun fact.
Interesting.
He's won Medina twice, and then he won the Western Open a gazillion times.
Gazillion.
Yeah,
At
he has
Cog.
7. MJ has 6. A little different, but still.
Max has more titles at Riviera than Tiger. Is Max better than Tiger? Let's start the discussion.
We
don't
have the
know.
same
Is that
amount.
something worth debating? I
Probably-
heard you're a big MJ LeBron debate guy, which I was gonna have it in
Oh,
here.
why are we not doing
Should we,
that?
do you want to?
Oh.
Are we gonna? You're gonna have the emergency 10, possibly 11. I have a
Oh,
bunch
gosh.
of shit. MJ LeBron. I don't know which side you're on. Your friends told me. Like I think it was
God.
either AJ or Adam was like, ask him about MJ LeBron.
Oh, of course.
What is
So
it?
me and AJ had a lot of debates. I was LeBron.
I like
Just
you.
when
Five
I
I
years
just
ago.
met you.
5
I,
years
just,
ago.
I,
when
I
I
did
was
like
falling in
We need
love.
to talk about this. So me and AJ had endless heated debates about Michael Jordan, LeBron. I watched The Last Dance. I don't know Jordan. I didn't know, and then now I do know. After
Are you too young to
Last
remember
Hey,
Dance-
Jordan?
what are on your feet right now?
You're right. You're right.
You ain't wearing LeBron.
I'm not wearing LeBrons. It's hard. I watched The Last Dance. They're different. You can't compare them.
Were you pre-Jordan? Like you didn't get to see him spin for?
I mean, I was
the
born in
real-
'95.
Yeah, you're a baby. Fuck,
I was
man.
born in 95.
That's the difference in the
born-
shit. Is
yeah.
like anyone like your age or younger is
Here
like
was-
LeBron because that's all they know.
It's not
anyone
fair. Yeah,
before
it's
is,
not fair. Yes.
Here was
You should
my
go
way.
on Undisputed with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp.
I would stay the hell away from both of them.
Skip
Yeah, I
Bayless
don't-
really has a good grip on things.
Here's my way I settled this. Recently, LeBron's kids were sitting courtside at a Laker game, and both of them were wearing Jordans.
Yeah.
I quit.
Well, he's more
Yeah.
like iconic for
No,
sure.
he is. I get it.
But we're talking like straight hoops.
No one can do similar to Tiger. No one can do more for the sport ever in like moving forward than Tiger did for golf, like Jordan did for basketball.
True.
That's fact.
How he brought it to the world, how
Yeah.
he was the superstar that he was. Like even if LeBron was better, like he couldn't have done what Jordan did. No one can do what Tiger did.
You can't elevate it that much more.
Right.
Yeah, they already did.
So that's like where it's like he never even had a chance. LeBron never even had a chance. And I also was more of a Cleveland, Miami LeBron fan. The past few years, I've just given up.
I mean, the game's totally different now. Obviously, it's way out. I mean, it was physical as shit when Jordan played. There was also no load management.
Right.
I mean,
You got to manage loads. You don't manage enough loads in the league. You're always playing games, dude.
I knew it. Right when I said it,
A
I'm
load
just
every Sunday.
Don't even just
Loads every Sunday.
Every Sunday,
We have
you
no load
unleash the
management.
whole
For 6 months.
All right, next question.
load,
It might
man.
lead to that.
I'm gonna keep going.
Biggest O-line superstition.
That's 2 in a row, isn't
Biggest-
it? Or
No,
no,
you
that
had-
was LeBron.
God, you can't. You had one drink and you can't count.
First
We're gonna
time,
have about
bud?
an E11 for you.
First time.
You're fine.
Biggest O-line superstition.
I feel like O-line are the most superstitious of the positions in NFL.
Yeah.
Maybe a kicker.
Kickers, they live in their own world. That's it. I don't want any part of that.
Do you even see them
No,
during the week, or do they
no,
just show up? Or who's number 19?
They just
he
the
kicks.
specialists kind of keep to themselves. Like AJ does such a good job of being a good personality, good teammate.
Yeah, he's
locker
got
room
juice,
guy.
but not.
But they meet by themselves, they practice by themselves. We'll be in December just grinding through some team periods and practice on Thursday. And our specialists are over on the side, throwing the ball, trying to hit the goalpost. They're in tennis shoes. And I'm just we live different lives.
Well, who did Dicker the kicker sign with? The Chargers.
Yeah.
Chargers. There was one of the players was mic'd up during the game. He's like, "Hey, what's our kicker's name?" He had no clue.
I feel like they don't even. They just show up on Sundays and kick.
Yes, they do.
Basically,
They do. Yeah.
right?
And
They
they
play
kick off,
video
kick
games
field
during
goals.
practice,
And they get death threats if they miss.
and if they miss, they're
It's
fucking dead.
feast or famine for those guys. I don't want any
It's a
part
tough,
of that.
That's a tough gig.
So no superstitions.
I mean, not really. We're so laid back. There's some guys that are a little more uptight, but we're all pretty just kind of
I like the O-line.
yeah.
They got their time consumed with the fines. The self-sucking, that's got to take a lot of time.
There's a
The
lot. You
monitor.
just don't stay out of the
The
spotlight.
oversensitive
Don't be in
stuff.
any. If every camera that's interviewing you is $20, so if you got 5 cameras on you, that's $100.
That's great. Just if the local news
Yeah.
comes up, hey Garrett, tell us
Yeah,
about this
tell
game.
us about-
You just cost me
I
$100.
can't.
You ever just grab one of the media's cameras and go over to one of your guys?
No, I should
Go
have
talk
done
to
that.
Ezra.
I should have. We do that. We'll be
Yeah.
hey, Garrett, you got a minute? No, but Ezra does.
Ezra
Yes.
has some
He's got
really
all the
hot
time
takes
in the world
right now.
We just stay out of the spotlight as much as possible.
That's the O-line mentality.
Yeah, just
Trench warfare
Yeah.
stuff. It ain't about me. It's the
Yeah.
squad.
Yeah.
That's why you guys are awesome.
if you're talking about an O lineman, it's probably for a bad reason. So let's just not ever talk about us.
yeah, just
kinda
keep
thing.
it off us.
Fair.
Team wins.
Yeah, yeah,
Everybody's happy.
exactly.
I don't even know how to phrase this question. You'll know where it
good.
came from. I just need to know about stepping on the nail in college.
Yeah, that was
Tell me.
something. So who told you that, AJ?
Yes, yeah. Of course.
So we're heading to the Chapel Hill NC State basketball game. I finished class. I'm walking on campus. I'm actually talking to my mom, and I stepped through a nail. And I know I stepped through a nail. And I'm like, Mom, I just stepped through a nail. I got to call you back. And I've got about 400 yards to my car. So I'm on one leg hopping with blood dripping from my tennis. I'm in tennis shoes. And
What was this nail in?
Like a construction now just laying around.
I stepped through the head of the nail.
You got a picture? Are you
I got a
pulling up
picture of the
right
X-ray.
now?
I got a picture of the X-ray.
Yeah, that was all the details.
This
I got.
woman sees me hobbling on one leg on the busiest street. She pulls over in a nice Mercedes, clean Mercedes. And she's like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "I stepped through a nail." And she's like, "Get in." She drives me to the emergency room. I'm dripping blood on her Mercedes. And they can't give me any pain meds because I have to sign off on surgery consent. So they cut the top of my shoe off. So my shoe's just connected through a nail. And they have to wiggle the shoe off of my foot while the nail's still in me. And it was just, it was a bad deal.
cringing
It was a
right
bad
now.
deal.
Was this during the season? No,
This was during the
basketball
off season. So here's,
Oh, you got it.
here's the X-ray.
Oh shit!
I stepped through tennis shoes, through the head of the nail.
Deep. How does the head go through that far? I thought it was that. I didn't know a nail could go in through the top.
Especially through the head of the nail. I'm just walking heavy. Just
Yeah,
lumbering.
dude. That's diesel shit.
Worst pain you've ever had?
What's a?
I was just in shock. I was like, I have a nail through my foot. I couldn't move my foot.
That's through to the top of the foot.
Yeah, that's not good.
What were you couldn't do anything? For
They
a
were
while, or
thinking
what?
about, because I could feel the nail on the top of my foot. They were thinking about making an incision and just pulling it out through the top. But then they're like,
That's
no.
how deep. Because pulling out, because the fat part's in there. That's the
Yeah.
problem part.
It missed like every ligament, every bone. It was like a miracle that it just went right through my foot.
Now look at you.
Now look at me.
Now look at you.
No more nail.
Free agent.
Oof.
Have to get paid.
All right.
All because of the nail, dude.
Next.
Made you who you are.
Next one, the jersey swaps become rather popular.
Yeah.
You can swap jerseys with one current player in the NFL. Who would it be?
Tom Brady.
He's
Does
not.
it count?
He retired.
He's
He
not
retired.
current, nor is Aaron Donald.
Probably Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
Honestly.
He
Really?
could be a teammate.
Could be a teammate.
By the way, Aaron, if you're listening, we were supposed to film with him last week.
He went dark.
Apparently, went in a dark place.
He went pre-darkness, darkness.
He was in a dark place. Yeah. I actually caught a ball against the Packers.
Oh, shh. Don't speak on it.
All right, we won't speak on it. Never
It's
mind.
coming.
We're not talking about Aaron Rodgers yet.
Yeah.
Probably
so Aaron-
It's like
that's-
Bruno.
Probably Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
We played the Eagles this year. I was thinking about asking for Kelsey's jersey. He's a legend.
He's a stud,
He's the
man.
same as JJ, dude. Everyone's like, we need to stop this guy. And then he just runs wide
No,
open and
You're
chases
talking-
it.
He plays for the Eagles. He's
Oh, you
a
said
O-lineman.
Jason? I thought you said Travis.
just
See,
said
once
Kelsey.
again, you never give the
Okay,
O-line
what is-
any credit.
Here one is.
What's that? Oh, yeah. Get you all you want.
I think about
That's a
asking
fine.
Jason for one. But what's
Jason
a fine?
Kelsey?
Yeah.
Okay. I heard Kelsey.
But I didn't. So the jerseys I've swapped with are really just like college teammates and guys that have played Minnesota before.
All right, Rodgers, if you play next year, you're swapping jerseys with Garrett.
Please.
Yeah.
That'd be
bet.
that'd be
No,
nice.
this is going to make up for you bailing on us last week.
That's a bet. Yeah, the pre-darkness, darkness really messed us up.
I'm in for that.
Okay.
I actually got Phillip Rivers' jersey my rookie year. That was pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, there's another
God,
Wolf
Joe
pack.
Scott.
He's a Wolf
Lose it.
Packer.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
a
yeah,
Wolf
he is.
Packer. We had the same agent, and I wasn't going to swap with him. And some guy comes in our locker room after the game with jersey from Phillip. I was like, holy shit. And then I leave the locker room, and he's sitting there waiting for me. Just like wanted to say what's up, congrats on everything.
Nice guy.
Yeah. And he didn't have a good game that day. We won by like 30 points, and I was like, this is awesome.
Who was
Name all his kids. Or off the top of your head, go.
I'm drawing a blank.
There's
real
9.
quick.
I know that.
9.
Who's who's Mr. Irrelevant? The rookie that
Purdy.
Yeah, Purdy. Brock Purdy. When he got hurt in the AFC Championship game, I was like, imagine if San Francisco goes on to win and Purdy can't play. Like Phillip Rivers might get a call to come in and play the Super Bowl.
I mean, I'm thinking
That'd be
they're
tight.
looking at
I mean, you have to get
Brophy
somebody.
High School in Phoenix. Like, can you throw a football? Cool. You want to play?
I mean, I'm just saying, like Phillip Rivers is sitting there. He's pretty damn good.
that was a problem.
I would have liked to see that game with a healthy quarterback.
That was a problem. When you get to
That
the biggest, there's 2 games.
As a Cowboy fan, were you rooting for the Niners to continue going at that point, or
Well, I hate the Eagles so much.
yeah?
So, yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
hate the Eagles way more than I hate the Niners.
And you get to the championship round, right?
Hate the Eagles more than the
Conference
Giants.
championship, and there's no quarterback.
Giants really aren't a threat.
Okay, all right, all
Our
right.
producer is a big Giants guy.
Yeah, yes.
The Giants won as many playoff games as the Cowboys did this year.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
good
I was on the
On
losing
the,
end of that.
On 16 this year at Phoenix, when we did our little set down there during Phoenix Open, I was just bragging how I was so happy it was a green out. I said it's the WM green and not the disgusting Philadelphia Eagle green. And I got some not so nice messages from people on Twitter about
Really?
that. Yeah, they don't.
Philly
the Eagle-
people are
by the way,
reasonable people.
They are extra sensitive or whatever you said it.
Ultra sensitive.
Ultra sensitive.
Lot of
they would be
ultras.
fined a lot.
They
A
owe-
lot of ultras.
Dude, you might have a
They owe me
shitload of money coming to the pot.
I got way more than 30 grand coming.
Get that pot coming.
Dude, yeah, we're going to Ibiza on a private jet with all the ultra sensitive.
I mean, whew, buddy, I got some.
I think
stuff
Philly
thrown at
fans
me.
are reasonable people. I think they get a bad rap.
The good news is we don't have to cover. a
Santa
tournament there.
deserves all the shit he gets, you know.
Does he?
Put batteries in a snowball and throw it at people.
Yeah, Santa,
great.
you piece of shit. All right, I'm gonna allow you to run with it. Okay, are you a little surprised Coach O'Connell hasn't utilized you more in the slot, given the hands and speed you showed in the immaculate reception part?
The slot.
That was honestly one of the most impressive plays I've ever seen from a center, athletically speaking.
I was so tired after that play.
so nice though, dude.
I was so tired.
took-
21 yards,
I
right?
was dying.
It took the
I was
entire
dying.
secondary.
Unfortunately,
to get you down.
our tight end got the wind knocked out of him, so he went down with an injury. But thank
okay.
God, because I could not breathe. Like, I had to take a knee. I was like, I don't know how JJ does this for 200 yards every game. But yeah, I kind of blacked out, to be honest. I was like, I think I can catch this. And
But it wasn't like it just came into your
Yeah.
numbers, dude. It was like a run. You saw it deflect, like he got popped right when he caught it.
Yeah.
Goes up in there. You're running, catch it on your shoelaces, catch it, and then you're You're moving, dude, and it took 2 safeties and 2 corners to get you down.
Just the tight end in me. Just I don't know. Wanted to make a play.
That's
Unfortunately, we were down 30, so it meant absolutely nothing.
Right, but it was still so
cool,
sick.
But it was cool. It was cool. But no, I don't want to be in the slot. If he wants to do something where like I kind of roll out to the left or come out of the backfield, that'd be cool.
Yeah, like a little hook and ladder.
That'd be
to
tight.
you.
I would.
No one's covering up 56.
Like,
you
no-
gotta declare.
No one's. Maybe put me at 38
You
for
gotta
that play.
38.
No one's definitely
You need
covering
another
me
uni.
at 38.
38's dangerous number.
Like Billy Bob,
like
the
21.
Varsity Blues
Yeah,
legend.
ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lance
That
Harbor
play while
calling
running
the
around like
plays.
I'm lost again.
Get Lance Harbor as your OC. You're gonna score a lot of points.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
All right, next one.
That was
Yep.
an impressive play,
Yeah.
by the way.
Thank you.
You haven't had very many quarterbacks in your career, and a lot of it's gone to shotgun now, but most handsy quarterback when he's under center.
Oh yeah.
Probably Sean Mannion. He was our backup quarterback for 2
Love that you
years.
immediately know.
Yeah, he would like
He's
be
the one who
pushing
caught the
me
ball. That's
forward.
immaculate reception.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
the quarterback that day. I gave him 21 yards on that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
He's got big hands, and he was always trying to like get in there and push me forward. When you really see where a quarterback's hand is, it's up in there. It's
You ever
up
seen
in there.
anyone just smell their hand afterwards? Like, weirdo.
So yeah, when I first got to the NFL, Kirk let all
like
the
smelling
media.
salts.
Kirk let all the
I
media
know, dude. That was messed up.
how sweaty I am.
That was messed up.
So every practice for 4 years, I would wear a towel as a diaper.
Really?
Yeah.
Underneath
Oh yeah,
all the stuff?
all
to
in the
stop
hood,
it?
just kind of
Swap it out?
for Kirk. Anything
Like in
for
The
between-
Kirk.
things you do for that
in
man.
between quarters?
We actually saw him when we were walking at Augusta on Monday. He was there.
Yeah, it's true. Forgot about that.
Did you talk to him?
No, I was too nervous.
No, we were scared. He's too jacked.
Yeah, he's
Thought he might
shredded.
punch us.
Shredded. He's the best guy in the world, though. You should
Really?
talk to him.
Yeah, he was
I
standing
bet he'll be
might
there
have
this
been
year.
his-
They're all there. There's so many dudes, like guys you see walking around that
Well,
nobody
they love it
knows.
because there's no cell phones, no cameras.
Yeah.
and
And
it's
no one
Augusta
knows,
National.
dude. You wear a
And it's
you wear a
Augusta
golf
National.
shirt and a hat, and like people are like, oh, it's just a tall
That's a
guy.
good point. No one can take a picture with you.
You can't do
That's a
shit.
good point.
Can't do anything.
Can't do shit. Peyton's there. No one fucking knows. Like, or, I mean, you kind of know, but
What are
nobody
you gonna
does
do? Just
anything.
walk up to him?
There's
You
no
see
like.
Kirk again. Go,
there's
go
no
say what's up to
selfie
him.
line.
He's
now,
the man.
for sure.
He's the man.
There's no selfie line. Yeah. Are you gonna ask the one I sent, or should I ask that?
No, I'll ask it.
Okay, do it.
I just asked the most handsy quarterback.
Okay, I'll give you this one right here. True or false? He hit one of the longest dingers in the history of Charlotte High School baseball against Piedmont High.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah,
Good
dude,
recon.
I
Good
dig
recon.
In. I dig in.
I did. I just cranked it. I absolutely.
How far are we talking?
I don't know.
People say it's still going.
There were some tall trees deep in left field, and I hit them over the trees. So that was cool. People still talk about it, which is cool too.
Yeah, it came up.
Yeah, I would either dinger or kind of strikeout or pop up for me. That's kind of how it was.
That's a good way to be.
Yeah.
He should
Bombs
play
only.
Pros and Joes. El Dorado. There's a member guest tournament down in Cabo. The like entertainment for the night, as opposed to all the other golf shit tournaments do, is a home run derby.
Yeah.
And
It's
it's
on a-
sick.
He'll tell
And
you.
by the
it's
way,
on a
I hit
regular
one
Major
that
League
might.
Park.
I don't know what you did against Piedmont, but mine's
It's like
it's
180.
up with
You up
Elon
there?
Musk's shit that's floating around.
It's still there. It's still
It's
going.
still there.
Still
GB.
going.
It's a little league field. It's
No,
180,
it's a big
200
yard.
feet.
It's a big yard.
Okay, it's out of a pitching machine. He did hit one over, but okay.
You're keeping him humble,
I'll,
bringing
yeah.
him back in.
I'll
This
self
is a
suck.
fu-
I'll pay $500.
That's a self-suck.
I'll
That's a
I'll pay
self-suck.
$500 to talk about this dinger.
That's a self-suck.
It was like Gary Sheffield Jr. just was a seed.
It just takes one,
It just takes
and then
one.
people will talk about it.
That's it.
All right, next one. Can the shot of the day be from the fairway?
Never. Never.
What if you hoop it
Here
from
it is.
220?
Here it is.
That's the best thing ever. I'm not really in the fairway that much, so don't give me that. When I'm not in the fairway, that gives me hope. I can have shot of the day now. That's the light at the end
So
of the tunnel.
Xander Schauffele this year at American Express hooped a 5-iron from 220 for a double eagle.
Nope.
It's not shot of the day.
It's a great shot. It's a great shot. I'm not taking anything.
great shot.
I'm not taking anything away from him, but it gives me hope when I just miss the fairway completely. That you know what, the next shot's the only one that matters, and I can still have shot of the day.
Okay.
I knew it'd be great.
It's kind of a way to like. It's a motto. Like I don't know.
You can't have shot of the day from middle fairway. You're supposed to hit good shots.
Exactly.
You got to have the back against the wall
Yeah.
from the desert or wherever, the trees. Then you can hit shot of the day.
90% air. Just keep that positive thinking. Doesn't really work much, but when it does, it's shot of the day.
All right.
That's such a
Fair
quick
enough.
response.
All out.
No.
No.
You got any more?
Oh yeah, dude.
Did y'all see the new quarterback Netflix documentary coming out?
saw
I
that.
heard. We were just talking about this like an hour ago.
Kirko's in it.
Yeah, Mahomes.
Kirko
Kirk.
Bangs.
So we didn't know. until at the end of the season because Kirk kept having these meetings in the quarterback room after practice. Like, yeah, it's just NFL Network, like doing something on him. And then all of a sudden, Kirk's like, all right, I can't keep the secret any longer. Like, Netflix is actually doing a series on like me, Mariota, and Mahomes. And like, it's kind of like the Full Swing documentary. And I think it's going to be awesome.
We were just talking
it's
about
gonna be
it
awesome
with Max like an hour ago.
And
I was like, what happens to Mariota? The cameras just stop after a while.
So I think it's going to be a lot of Kirk footage, especially like the beginning of the year.
Because y'all season.
Because we were killing it.
Yeah.
We were crushing it. And then obviously there'll be a lot of Mahomes stuff towards the end. But yeah, I'm excited to see that.
hopefully they show.
It's out right now, right?
No,
For sure
I
when
think
this releases, though.
It's coming out this summer, I believe.
Oh, I thought it was.
No, it's not out
Did I
right
say
now.
it was out right now?
I just hope they show the Best Buy gift cards.
Yeah, what'd you get with your card? Bonus question.
I think I gave it to the wife. I don't know what.
VCR, DVD player?
Yeah, Blu-ray, something like that.
Sick. Who needs a Rolex? When you
All
can.
right, last one. It's all you, Sleaze.
All right. Y'all, your team. We talked about the gritty earlier.
Yeah.
You did a team gritty in the end zone, I think against the Patriots earlier this year. 1 to 5, or go down the line, offensive lineman, best performance to worst. I watched it 17 times trying to find the best angle of you to see what you were doing. It was real. It was special.
So I'm not putting myself last or first. Blake Brandel, 64, was definitely first. He just went with the full high knee, just throwing his arms up and down. We had a long debate, and I think we played Dallas the week before that. And we were like, hey, when we score, we're doing the gritty. We get down by like 30 points.
You didn't
we're all
get
like,
to score.
guys, we score. We're not doing
No
the gritty.
gritty, this ain't the
no
time.
gritty. And so we're like, guys, we're O-linemen. We can't make things look cool. So like we kind of like we're like, do we all just like
Yeah, do the little eyeballs.
do
And
we just like
skip around?
look silly and then that'll be funnier than us like actually trying? So I don't know. Our 64 just absolutely botched it and JJ hated it. So that's got to be the best. And then all of us, the rest of us were like caught between like, do we try? Do we like not try? So we all just should have just been as like silly and ridiculous as we could have been.
You had a lot of movement.
Yeah,
I thought you didn't.
It's in the hips.
It was effort. There was
I didn't
effort.
have any like tequila to loosen up the hips.
Yeah, that's.
And I was in the middle of a game, so it's just like a little stiff.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It wasn't my best performance.
I thought you were you didn't stand out as like what the hell is he doing?
Yeah.
You were
Which would have been funnier if
in
I
the
did.
mix. Yeah, if it was that, either be really good or really bad.
Right. We're not gonna make it look really good.
No, it's not. No one's gonna be like, "Wow, he's better than JJ."
Maybe we get a little video of it and we can attach it to this.
Okay.
I watched
Just
it
side
from
by side?
every
Yeah, let's do it
camera
right.
angle available.
Yeah,
to
it's
see
all in
what
like the
5,
hips and the
6 is doing.
heels. So we
I
learned.
wanted my original question for you was rank because JJ made it, Justin made it, right? Thielen started doing it. I was gonna say if Jefferson's a 10, where's Thielen rank? And he told me to rephrase. He's like, no, ask about the.
we were better than Thielen.
Okay, there you go. That's
we
what
were
I
better
wanted to
than
hear.
Thielen. Like he can make it look cool and he doesn't. So and I think he's trying to. So
He's gotten way from the day one to
Yeah,
now.
day one
like
was
it's
really
really improved.
it's hard though when you're on the spot. You just like freak out. You're like, oh god. Like I said, we don't want to be in the spotlight. It's
true.
But we put ourselves in the spotlight, and that's what we get.
It's a lot of.
Well, that was
cameras.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
Thank you
You're
so
the
much.
best.
Jimmy.
Best
That
of
was
luck
great.
to wherever you end up,
Appreciate
man.
it,
Appreciate
guys.
you coming on.
Yeah, this was fun.
Cowboy uniforms are
Thank
cool.
you.
All right, sounds good.
They're not
With
that,
Dak or
They're
no?
not that.
No
cool,
state
dude.
income tax.
But
Just saying.
will Dak be there?
They're not.
Yeah,
that
Dak's
cool.
gonna be there, guys.
All right, well, that was Garrett Bradbury joining us on Golf Subpar. Sleaze, that was a fun one, man. Those offensive linemen, what a relationship they have. That's got to be such a fun team room. How, they pick on the rookies a little bit. They got all those different fines, which is hilarious. 30,000 in the pot.
It's a
Take little
great,
trip to Vegas.
great call.
I love it.
Great call. And I love some of the things are just like, it's not even within your control. Like if you get an interview, if someone just comes up, puts an interview, camera in your face, you give an interview, fine. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
But the
$100.
self-suck, we're going to have to start implementing. That's a great one. What was it? Like the name drop. What were some of the other ones that for the team room? Anyways, we got to start putting some of these things in. I think we have a little basket in the room and we'll do something at the end of the year with it. That was my favorite part. But dude, this guy, hell of a freaking athlete, man. He gets his scholarship offer from NC State after a baseball practice, shows up to be a tight end. They give him a different number, plays all different parts of the lines, finally lands on center and wins the Remington Award and then gets drafted in the first round. That's hard to do against guys that have been playing center their entire life.
And you just don't realize how big these guys are till you see them up close and personal. I mean, the man, he's a fridge. He's so wide, so strong, and about to get paid. Free
But he
agent.
moves. He moves. Yeah, he is about to get paid. Somebody's going to get a nice deal there. But he moves. The immaculate reception part two, that's an athletic move. Like, that was one of the most athletic things I've seen out of a center. And yeah, you do get a different appreciation. You run up and give him a little chest bump or something on the dance floor. I was like, Jesus Christ. I couldn't even budge this man if it came down to it. So loves golf. Good crew. We're going to get out on the golf course with him in the near future to see the big fella swing it.
Yeah, that one was a lot of fun. But it's now time to drive for show and bet for dough this golf season on FanDuel. Right now, new customers can get a no-sweat bet up to $1,000 back in bonus bets to tee off PGA Tour season. All right, Sleaze. We've been a little cold. My man Shane Lowry did finish 5th last week, so if you happen to do a top 10 on him, you're victorious. But you got top 10 bets, win outright, finish in the top 20, head-to-head matchups, all kinds of things this week at the Bay Hill Invitational, Arnold Palmer Bay Hill Invitational, I should say. So if you've been thinking about joining FanDuel, there's no better time to get in on the action. All right, it's another designated event, so a loaded field. I believe 47 of the top 50 are teeing it up this week. So this is going to be a lot of fun on a brutal golf course.
Oh my God. I was going back and looking at the scores from the years past. I don't think it's been more than 12 under in the past 4 years or thereabouts. I really enjoy watching this golf course when it gets firm and crusty and windy, and seeing the guy like, yeah, 2 under is a great round. And that you can't say that a whole lot out of the major championships on tour.
All right, well, let's get to some picks. Look, this guy, when he picked up his first PGA Tour win, what did he do the next year? He won it again. He won this tournament last year. I think he's going to do it again. Why not? History keeps repeating himself. I'm going Scotty Scheffler, 11-1.
Back to back.
Third betting favorite.
Third betting favorite, yeah. He won here last year, so pretty good pick. Like you said, he did it already at Phoenix. Might as well do it again. I'm going with another guy. Part of the reason he has so much success there is how high he can hit it, Colt, and how firm and fast this golf course gets, especially on the greens. I'm going with another guy that can do that. Not quite as high up on the board as yours, but can do the same thing ball striking wise. Will Zalatoris, 24-1.
I like that.
Right
that could be a good top 10 bet or something like that, which is also what I like from my dark horse. And it is, I mean, his odds are really high, which I'm kind of surprised by. He's a great ball striker. This is a ball striker's golf course. Like you mentioned, I mean, if the wind blows and it gets firm, 4, 5, 6 under par could win this golf tournament.
Yeah.
I like this guy not only to possibly sneaky win, but a top 10 or a top 20 bet. He's going off at 70-1 to win. And that's your guy, Corey Connors.
Oh, double C, just silking it, striping it around the place. There's not a bad golf course for Corey Connors, but I would say, yes, this one in particular, probably better. Lean on the ball striking a little more so than the others. All right. My dark horse is going off at 55-1, Colt. He's a personal favorite here of Golf Subpar, starting to really show up in a big way. Keith Mitchell.
Yeah. Cashmere Keith, baby. It's not going to be cashmere weather.
I know. That's the only negative is like probably not going to be cashmere weather. He's going to have to just wear regular golf shirt. Hurts the swag just a little bit.
He'll be looking fly with his visor, though, no matter what.
Without question.
All right. Well, make sure you go download the FanDuel app. The app is so easy to use. They're always hooking you up with great odds. And when you win, you can get paid instantly. And if you're in Massachusetts, get ready because FanDuel is coming soon. Make sure you check out FanDuel.com/mass and take advantage of their great pre-live offers. So step up to the tee and take a swing at betting the PGA Tour. Go to FanDuel.com/subpar and sign up. That's FanDuel.com/subpar to get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000 in bonus bets. FanDuel, official betting operator of the PGA Tour. All right, here we go.
Come on, kid.
Must be
Come
21
on.
years older
Let's
in
go.
select states. First online real money wager, only $10 deposit required. Refund issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. FanDuel is offering online sports wagering in Kansas under an agreement with Kansas Star Casino, LLC. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit FanDuel.com/RG in Colorado, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Tennessee, and Virginia. 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342 in Arizona. 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut. 1-800-9-WITH-IT in Indiana. Visit ksgamblinghelp.com in Kansas. 1-877-770-STOP in Louisiana. Visit www.mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. 1-800-327-5050 or visit www.mdgamblinghelp.org mahelpline.org/problem gambling. 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369 in New York. 1-800-522-4700 in Wyoming, or visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net in West Virginia.
That pretty much covers it. If you got any questions after that, we can't help you.
I'm out.
You know what I mean? We gave you everything you could possibly need.
All right. Well, everybody enjoy the Arnold Palmer Invitational. That's going to do it for us. We'll talk to you on next week's Golf Subpar.